Yep. Programming. So that's all habits are. Programming. So good habits as opposed to bad habits. What are bad habits? Bad habits are coming home from work, sitting on a fucking couch and drinking fucking a slab of beer.
That's a bad habit. Bad habit is anything that gets in your way.
That's right.
Anything that stops you from moving forward. Anything that falls under the negative list is a bad habit, right?
That's right.
Yeah. It's putting fuel on the fire. Not putting fuel on the fire. It's killing the weeds. Or killing the plant with fucking poisonous fucking shit.
That's right.
Instead of feeding the plant what it needs, the nutrients to grow.
That's it. So if you're not growing, you're going backwards.
If you're not growing, you're going backwards.
Sweet. So good habits are, and working out, taking care of yourself, speaking positively to yourself. All that. Everyone knows what fucking good habits and bad habits are.
Yep.
We don't need to list them all here, obviously.
No.
Now, some people don't know how to change these habits, or if they can change.
Yep.
So what do you think is the first thing they should be doing?
I reckon the first thing is identify what bad habits have you got.
Yep.
Not necessarily having to have the ultimate habits. You get there. There's stages. Everything's stages. Like we said, habits and programming. You got to start with eliminating the bad shit. It's the bad shit that, your attachments that slow you down and put you in that negative mind state and then keeps you there. All right? It's like bad training. That's exactly what it is. It's bad training. There's a virus in the fucking program. All right? Now, if you're someone who wants to go ahead, get ahead in life, become better, become freer, take more control, you got to be in the driver's seat. Right now, if you've got these bad habits, you're doing all this shit, you're not looking after your health, your relationship, your family, your finance, okay? Your all these other things are controlling you. Your old school programming is controlling you, which is made up of all these bad habits, which, sweet, everyone, we can forgive everyone, we forgive ourselves.
Obviously.
We just, through our environment and that, we created these habits through our program. Sweet. Now that you're listening, now you know that you can change that. It's not about, this is what I've been given and that's how it's going to be. Eliminate. Start thinking, which areas do I want to fix? What do I do that's not good? Like you said before, everyone knows what's not good and what's not. In the Islamic religion, they've got this thing called fitra, which apparently means that we're born with an innate thinking, a knowledge of what's good and bad.
Okay.
Like we know what's good and bad somewhere inside. It's fucking, it comes from somewhere.
Yeah.
All right? Above, beyond, whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
But that's what they believe. And like you're saying, we know good and bad.
We do.
We do know good and bad. But first we've got to get to that, what I like to say is, first you've got to get to that base, that fucking initial base. You've got to get rid of all the bad shit you don't like. Now, expectations, easy, moderate, hard, different things are going to be easier.
Definitely.
If you're doing...
There's level to the game.
I guess if you're doing heroin,
it
might be a slight challenge.
Yeah.
If you think you need to cut down on fucking McDonald's and fast food, it could be a little bit easier. If you're playing fucking games and all that bullshit every night and you ain't doing nothing else, it could be a little bit easier as well. There's different levels of bad habits.
Definitely.
But it's not about, in my opinion, don't put any expectations. I don't know what you think, but if you expect... So you've got a journey here, okay? If you're expecting if you paint the picture, this journey is going to be like this, all right? Good or bad, I don't think it's a good thing.
It's not.
Like, all right, let's say you paint the picture of, I'm going to get rid of everything, I'm going to be the maddest cunt, I'm going to build myself up, I'm going to get rid of all my bad habits, turn them into good habits, and I'm going to come and fucking rule over the world.
That's general, that's fine.
All right? That's all right.
Yeah, because it's generalising. I'm like, well, this is vaguely where I want to go.
Correct. It is generalising. It's a general kind of thing.
Which is cool.
The way I think you should look at it, as opposed to this is going to be hard and this is going to be shit and we're going to be fucked up. All right, it's very doomsday, and we put that negative spin on how hard we predict how hard the road's going to be. Obviously, the ego does that because it's uncertain, and uncertainty always default is negative, as we keep saying. So, I would personally look at it day to day. All right, because everything we can only control on the moment, the present, what we can control day to day.
Of course,
you've got to set up what day to day looks like in a perfect world. Okay, so if day to day looks like I've started my diet, I've started my workout today, I've got to get my, on the weekend before, I've got to get my food ready. I've got to plan. I've got to think about what the fuck I'm going to eat. I'll do that. Am I going to the gym Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, fucking every day, whatever it is, twice a day, 3 times a week, whatever? I've got to organise when I'm going, all right? So that's one less thing I have to think about when Monday comes or whenever you start. Then I've got to think about, I've got Bob over here. He keeps calling me, asking me to go out on the weekends. I'm telling Bob, mate, I'm not doing that anymore. Gone. All of a sudden, pubs, bars, girls, drinking, that's out of the question. I'm focusing on me now.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got to work out your day, how it looks. You go to work, you come home, you go to the gym, you eat, and then, you do a little bit of reflection. Where am I going? What am I doing? This is how it's looking.
Yep.
But what I'm trying to say is you can only live one day at a time. But so one day, every day you put in that's positive, made up of good habits, is like putting $1 in the bank account. Over time, that bank account gets bigger. You put it in that, you put it in the bank account of your self-esteem. Yeah, your emotional bank account. But you fill up that self-esteem bank account. You add value to yourself with all these steps. And you can only, like we know, when you save money, you can only save like a certain amount at a time. No one ever saves the whole amount at once.
You've got expenses.
So that's how you got to look at it. Don't worry about how it's going to happen and what it's going to look like, but just know that compounding interest over time adds up to a lot.
Yeah, focus on the journey rather than the destination.
That's 100%. That's 100%.
One step at a time, one day at a time, of course. And I think to add, we pretty much said everything. And to add to this,
right,
which is a good point, at the core of it, I think we're programmed to think that I've got some bad habits. I need to implement good habits, which is fine.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's very overwhelming for people.
Of course.
So a good thing, like I said before, is maybe pull back a bit and focus on getting rid of the bad habits first. Don't worry about putting better habits on. They're not needed. Because the moment you're limiting or reducing the bad habits, you're already doing positive habits because you're doing something.
Yep.
It's either positive or negative.
That's it.
So you reduce the negative, automatically doing positive. You don't need to start implementing new positive things.
That's right.
Because that fucks people up.
That's right.
Like the morning routines. I'm all right, sweet, tomorrow morning I'm going to get up, I'm going to do all these things.
Yeah, bravo.
And you're wasting fucking 2 hours in the morning of doing these new morning routines, which you can't keep up. And you're going to fuck yourself in the long run. It's not sustainable. Yeah. So get to the core of it. Start limiting the shit that write it down. The shit that's setting you back. That's it. That's a good start.
100%. It's not always the things we do; it's the things we don't do that add up.
Exactly.
And we underestimate that.
Yeah, and I find that's a lot more easier for myself. That just limit or reduce the bad habits. That's the best way to start.
Yeah, then you're left with the bare bones person.
That's it. Not positive, not negative, just here.
Yeah. For instance, a lot of people smoke, vape, whatever the fuck they do now.
Yeah.
A lot of people do drink, whatever. They go out, they have a few lines and fucking they go through bags and their drug use is that. And a lot of people, let's say, fucking chase women and fucking all this shit today.
Yeah.
Because obviously, women, sex, it's an addiction, it's a drug.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, we're eating like mad cunts, we're eating whatever the fuck. We're full trash in the body.
Of course.
if you're one of these people, you do all these things. You love your women, drugs, drinking, smoking, fucking, sucking, fucking, and stuff.
That's right.
Imagine you just didn't have these. You'd just be left with the clean person.
That's it.
Now,
that's positive in itself.
That's positive in itself. Now, but aside how you treat everybody, but you ain't treating everybody fantastically.
Of course not.
If you ain't respecting yourself, you're not treating everybody like a mad cunt.
Of course not.
Yeah, you're gonna have some sort of an honor about yourself, the way you carry yourself, the way you are with people. You say you're gonna have someone's back. You're there for people. You got to be solid. You got to create that. But if you're fucking late to places, a lot of motherfuckers love being late.
Fuck, I know.
They say that's
punctuality is a huge thing.
Correct, but they say that's like an aggression. It's a form of aggression. Being late is a form of aggression.
Yeah, it's a statement.
Yeah, you're trying to say something by coming late.
I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck. I'm in control.
That's it.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
I'm ready for it.
Yeah.
I used to come kind of late back in the day. I was never notorious, but I know everyone knows people who are fucking late cunts.
It was fucking late.
Take it easy. You're not a sick cunt if you come late.
Guarantee not.
Just that. A cunt who comes late, you can tell a lot from a person who comes late.
Fuck.
There's no mad cunts who come late.
There's no
mad cunts.
They're all over the place.
That's right. That's a simple one as well. Yeah,
100%,
it's got to do with drugs. There's a lot of people who don't do.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be something extreme.
No, don't.
These
do
little
much.
small things can tell you a big picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, like being late, as you're saying. Yeah, good one. Like that's damaging enough.
Correct. Yeah. It seems innocent.
So innocent.
But it says a lot about you.
Huge.
Correct. Like some cunts, let's say their room's all over the place, got fucking clothes everywhere, that kind of shit. My mum used to say, that's how your head is. When your shit's all over your place, or some people they got their fucking cars, their cars are fucking...
That's how your life is.
Forget
it's all
about
over the place.
Yeah, it's cluttered. Your physical,
Brother.
your house, your car, or whatever, is a physical representation of what's going on up here.
100%.
It's not just a thing. It's not you trying to be an entrepreneur and I'm just focusing on these things. Yeah, I get it. I don't like cleaning either. But how's it going to happen?
Yeah.
How's it going to happen? You want to be focusing on the shit you want to do. I get it. But for most cases, people who are late, people who are fucking messy cunts, their shit's all over the place, their fucking head's all over the place. So,
as I said, eating habits, all this sort of stuff.
Yeah, these are the things that escape people.
Guaranteed. Yeah, the innocence behind these, a good point, is what allows people to not pay attention, also to get away with it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Not pay attention, get away with it. So it goes unnoticed.
It goes unnoticed.
I mean, they think they're doing something innocent. I mean, I get it.
They're not affecting anybody directly.
They're not affecting anybody.
Yeah, it's not like I'm swearing at somebody.
Yeah. I just want to be me.
That's it. This is just me.
This is just me. I'm just doing my thing.
But if you're telling your friend, I'll meet you here at 6 o'clock, and you come at 6:45,
yep,
then there's a problem there.
There's a problem.
Your mate's been waiting for you.
Correct.
There's a lot of other problems.
There's a lack. I feel like, you know what that shows? For you cunts who come late all the time, it shows a lack of accountability. That's what it is.
For sure.
Why? Because every time I've heard someone like, all right, I'm late. Hey, this happened. What, did you play any role in that this happened?
Yeah, and then it goes to respect this and that, like, making efforts, all this. There's
but it's always passing the buck. That's what I'm trying to say.
100%. They've always got a story. Other times they might not have a story at all, because I think that, fuck these cunts, I'm going to rock up whatever time I want.
Yeah.
They should be waiting for me.
Yeah. And that comes back to, accountability. People expect certain things to be a certain way.
Yeah.
It's.
Yeah. I'm not comfortable in rocking up early and then waiting for somebody. Why should I wait for somebody? Let them wait for me.
Yeah.
And then if I'm there, not only should I wait for somebody, but I kind of feel nervous standing around on my own doing fuck all.
Correct.
So, yeah, these little ones get away so often.
Yeah, correct. And in some way, it's a big one. It's
huge.
There's a lot of these ones. A lot of these, you know, is that a habit?
It is a habit.
It's a habit, but it's also shows a lot. It's a symptom of where you're at. Accountability is a big thing anyway.
Yeah, of course.
That's gotta be knuckled down because you speak to people like, oh, I came late, this happened, and then I couldn't find this and that. Sweet. If you know you're a fucking delayed cunt, how about you get ready earlier? But we don't want it to chew into our time. You know, we've got this weird thing. You know what I mean?
100%. You gotta pick up a mate. I'm supposed to be ready at 6, like I said. Pick him up outside his house. Mate, if you ain't ready fucking 10 past, 5 past 6, you just leave.
That's right.
Do it once, 2, 3 times, mate. They're gonna fucking learn.
Correct. I hate that. Right?
So, yeah. Accountability, for sure.
Accountability. But it's one of those things, it's checking yourself. But yeah, that's another habit.
Yeah. They're bad habits.
What's other habits they got? What's other things that people do that they might think is like normal or like innocuous or harmless?
Yeah.
Because they don't affect anyone, but it fucks them up.
Could be like
coming late.
Could be not paying the bill when you go out.
All right, sweet.
Not chipping in, this and that, you know, thinking like, you know.
Oh, so you're a tight ass.
Yeah. Could be that.
A tight ass.
Like thinking you're going to get away with it. There's a lot of them.
But the tight ass, where does the tight ass, sweet, yeah, there's a lot of them. These things aren't how men are supposed to act.
No. The tight ass comes from a scarcity, obviously, as we know.
Scarcity.
Yeah.
That also comes from a self-worth.
Exactly.
It's self-worth down, people. It's
Guaranteed.
fucking self-worth.
But yeah, these habits, there's a lot of them. The unnoticed habits.
Yeah. Yeah, so...
Yeah. Yeah, like even, again...
punctuality, yeah, shouting
money,
friends, yeah.
Like, I've had situations that friends of friends have been telling me that me and a guy I work with, I pick him up and we go to work.
We'll go to work, so like a carpool.
We're doing it like, we're doing it for fucking 2 years straight. This guy's never offered not one time.
Okay, good one. Yeah. All right. He's never offered. So yeah, I had a situation like that. But that's one of these things. Your friend's got to tell this guy something.
Of course, definitely.
2 years.
Definitely. Yeah. And I told him, like, mate, what's the point of complaining? Pull him up.
That's it.
It's your fault. Now, he's taking advantage of it, obviously. But, yeah, it's also your responsibility.
Fuck, that's full on.
Yeah.
That's full on.
So, no, there's endless amount.
Yeah, we need a list to tell these people.
Yeah, there's an endless amount.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, do's and don'ts.
That's it.
It's for do's and don'ts, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And again, we said before, a habit could be complaining all the time. It's a fucking bad habit. Cut it out.
Cut it out, yeah, stop complaining. That's not how fucking solid cunts are.
That's it. There's heaps of them, I'm
That's
telling
not how
you.
you get ahead. That's not how you don't do yourself a favour.
Exactly.
Yeah, there is heaps of them.
Yeah, swearing,
Swearing.
it's a bad habit.
Yeah. Fuck that.
Swear.
Cunts gonna get fucked.
Yeah. Yeah, the obvious ones are drugs, overeating, all that. They're the obvious ones.
Yeah, treating yourself like shit.
Not that people aren't doing those. They're fucking doing those 24/7. You cut those, a lot of the other ones might get cut.
Fuck, you're already ahead.
Yeah.
If you clean those ones, ones up, you're already ahead.
Yeah. Usually, with anything, you get the big ones out of the way. The small ones take care of themselves.
Correct. Okay.
So, yeah.
We'll get a list going.
Yeah.
Another episode.
Definitely.
Yeah, how to be. Yeah. That's going to be another one. How to be a fucking proper person.
Yeah, which ones you identify which ones they are, and where they come from, and how do we tackle them?
Yeah, we're going to make a list.
Yeah.
Real cunts, real motherfuckers don't do this kind of shit.
That's it.
And all those fucking, we'll go through all those things. Don't be
That's
a tight ass, all that today.
That's it. 100%.
How to be a man.
That's it. And a man.
Look for it, yeah.